Agustin. And last but not the least, yung ating pong MX3T, isang tsaa na napakagandang panlinis ng ating internal organs by putting in one tea bag. Ilalagay nyo lang po sa isang pitchel na mainit na tubig sa magdamag, and the following day, iinumin nyo na po the whole day. At tayo po ay matutulungan sa ating kalusugan. Siyempre, hindi mawawala doon yung pong ating Biblia o kaya ang daily bread. Dati kakatok na lang yan. 5 sa inyo ang mapipili at wag nyo nang atubili, makakarating po. Yan. Alright. So, ngayon po ay may panauhin tayo. Ang panauhin natin ay bihasa. Isang medical doctor po siya. Nakapagtapos po siya sa UST at naging ka-fraternity brother pa natin sa Gamma Beta Epsilon Fraternity. At hindi lamang yon, siya po ay nakapag-training din sa Amerika. At doon po niya natutunan na napakahalaga pala ng antioxidant sa ating pangangatawan. Ipapaliwanag niya po yan, ha? Ano nga ba itong antioxidant na ito? Bakit nga ba hindi pa masyadong naireseta? Dito, tanungin na po natin. We have Dr. Glenn Soriano on air. Dr. Glenn, good morning po.
Oh, good morning. Good morning, Dr. Edwin. Brother, how are you?
Brother.
Nice to see you. Okay.
It is good to see you, Doc.
Yeah, it's good to see you again. I just remember a long time ago, we were on the air din sometime discussing other things.
Opo. Ngayon,
Sige,
mahalaga
ano
po
yung-
talakayan natin eh. Kasi ang mga Pilipino, baka matakot na naman. Kasi kung nakita niyo po yung introduction ko, sinasabing sa China, nagkalat na raw. At sa Singapore, na dating wala na silang mask, totally, both outdoor and indoor, ay pinagmamask na muli. Doctor, before we go into the discussion, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, okay. Well, you actually gave me a good introduction. I graduated here in the Philippines from my medical career. But right after graduation in '82, I went straight to the US and I did my residency in pediatrics. And I also was able to do a fellowship in neonatology. That's when I spoke to you way back then when I first came back to the Philippines. Diba? But the relevant situation is that in my past medical career for the past 20 plus years, I've been a traditional doctor, di ba? Prescribing and treating and consultations. Okay, but my background basically was I was very curious about yung alternative medical practices. Okay, so I'm a product of my own beliefs. So even 20 years ago, I've been trying herbal remedies for whatever. Okay, so this is what I'd like to impart to our listening audience and those that are watching. That for the past 20 years, I haven't really been seriously ill or sick. And I attribute this to basically my almost 20 years of the consumption of herbal products. Okay?
Wow.
And I mean, what I'm saying is, of course, I get sick. I get the coating sipon, sometimes I coughs, and I get fevers. Pero they don't last 3 days, tapos na ako. Ganun yan Okay? So,
Doc, tanungin ko nga, kasi yung salita mo medyo islang Saan ka ba sa Amerika?
Well, actually, I was in New York for almost 20 years. Well, actually, I was born in Maryland.
Maryland! Talaga yes, citizen ka?
Yes, I was. Well, that's the reason why I wasn't able to continue my medical profession in the Philippines.
Kaya nagpunta ka ngayon sa New York?
Yeah. So I went to New York. I started my residency, my practice and training, everything.
And that's for 20 years?
Yeah, my medical career was 20 years plus, including my residencies, my practice and everything. And then
I see. At kailan ka bumalik dito sa atin sa Pilipinas? O nasa abroad ka ba ngayon?
No, I'm here in Pangasinan actually.
Pangasinan! Okay.
Tubo kami in Pangasinan dito.
And how long ka na narito sa atin, sa bansa natin?
Well, I've been here since 97, believe it or not. And I'm enjoying it. Every year of it, I enjoy it. No regrets kasi, I mean, life is here in the Philippines. Even though I'm a natural born, sabihin mo, I really enjoyed life in the Philippines. It's more laid back and There's money in the US, but there's life in the Philippines. That's
Yan,
what
yan ang gusto ko sinabi mo, Doc. Magpo-pause lang tayo for what you said, no? Kasi ang dami dyan na nagsasabing, ay, kailangan magpunta ako ng Amerika. Like myself, no? Nagpunta rin ako ng US at ito ay para mag-training o kaya ay para rin makapagtrabaho. Pero sabi mo nga, hindi naman lahat kailangan ng magagarang kotse o ng mga mansyon dahil yung hinahabol mo, kaligayahan ng puso. At yan ay dito sa sariling bansa natin. O ayan mga kaibigan, ha? Sa mga nakikinig sa atin, mga kapatid natin, this is a bona fide doctor trained in the US at ngayon po ay nagsasabi ang kalusugan natin ay maaari nating makuha sa mga natural na pamamaraan. Dr. Glenn, magpo-pause lang muna po tayo for a few reminders. Sa pagbabalik natin, iiwanan kita ng katanungan. Ano ang antioxidant? Huwag po kayong maalis dyan. We will be right back.
Yung sister-in-law ko, binigyan niya ako ng 6 na box. Nung natry ko, lahat. Nakapagtrabaho ko ng mas okay kaysa sa dati. Iniinom ko yan umaga pag nakakain na ako. Tapos sa tanghali hanggang bago ako matulog para pagpasok ko in the morning kasi early yung pasok ko, 4 o'clock in the morning. Ay, ang sarap sa katawan. Ngayon, pag may umuuwi, lagi ako nagbibili sa mga co-employee ko kung taga-airport, inaabangan ko para dalan ako ng MX3. Pati sila tuloy, nahawa. Bibili, laging meron din sila.
Work ko sa marketing, promotion, na concert. Well, sa umaga kasi minsan pag malamig, naninigas yung kamay ko. So, umiinom ako ng MX pero meron din akong exercise. Dati talagang hirap na hirap ako sa umaga. MX3 really helps.
Using these capsules also when I was working as a postal employee delivering mail in San Francisco, climbing up stairs and hills, it helps me boost my energy. And from then on, we kept using it, me and my wife Gemma.
MX3, dito ako bilib.
MX3, dito ako bilib.
MX3, ito ang pambansang pasalubong sa Amerika.
Be inspired and learn about the Word of God. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Watch the Word of God Network at Signal TV 153.
Ang Perfect Morning with Cheryl Cosim ay hatid sa inyo ng MX3. Mag-MX3 araw-araw para MXtraordinary.
Blessed day everyone! Ako po si Venus Ra. Our major purpose, to guide the youth, help communities, and to bring others closer to Him. Kaya I take care of my health through proper diet, exercise, and MX3 capsule. I am ready to serve. Kasi para sa Panginoon, hindi lang ako 4th runner-up. First place ako sa puso niya.
Mahalagang paalala, ang MX3 capsule ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamiting panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Hi, I'm Nina Rudil. Every time I wake up in the morning, I am excited for the whole day of work. Partner ko ang MX3 sa araw-araw. Kaya mahalaga sa akin ang MX3. My family loves healthy food. I choose gluten-free, greens, fruits. We are not fans of salt. We are not fans of sugar. I take care of my body. I find time to work out. Ako po, si Nina Rudil. For more than 5 years, I've been taking MX3. Believe ako sa MX3, kaya ako'y umiinom ng MX3.
Mahalagang paalala, ang MX3 ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamiting panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Flex mo, Pinoy! Flex mo, ang Pinoy! Likas na husay, natatangi kahanga-hanga. Bawat likha'y hiyas na may angking ganda. Bawat gawain may sinisintang pag-asa. Buy local, flex mo Pinoy. Go local, flex mo Pinoy. Kabayani ka, i-flex mo Pinoy.
Ako Ako si Jacob Layan, online host. Sa aking trabaho, online or offline, mahalaga sa akin ang MX3. Nasa tabi ko ang partner ko na MX3 Coffee and MX3 Capsule. Lagi akong positibo sa mga challenges na dumarating sa buhay. Mahalaga na ikaw ay lagi nakakapit sa Panginoon. Importante rin sa akin ang proper diet and exercise at ang aking ipinagmamalaking MX3. 5 years na po akong nagtitinom ng MX3.
Mahalagang paalala, ang MX3 ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamiting panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Pastor Don Quapo, napakarami na natin pinagdadaanan sa buhay. Naligaw, nawindang, nawalan. Pilitin man natin magbunyagi sa sariling atin. Tanggapin na natin na di natin kayang iligtas ang ating mga sarili. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. John 14:6. Ang Pastor Don Qua, umuulit kay Yesu Cristo na siyang pag-asa ng lahat. Buhay na buhay ang Panginoon. Accept, celebrate Jesus.
Gumugunita kay Jesus sa araw-araw kasama ang MX3.
Nagbabalik ang Perfect Morning with Cheryl Cosim. Katuwang ang organic acai berry. It's not...
I love making people happy talaga. Ang sarap ng pakiramdam. Kaya lang, ang importante, kailangan ikaw muna ang masaya. Ako po si Bobet Vidanes, 54 years old, isa rin nagtrabaho sa isang broadcasting network. Nung time na gusto ko na talagang magpahinga, alam ng pa ako kung saan ako hahakbang, uuwi ako ng Pililla Rizal. Dito ako natuto mangarap. Paulit-ulit to, hindi ako naiiyak sinasabi. Ang pangarap ay hindi mananatiling isa lamang pangarap. Ang dami kong ginagawa at ang dami ko pang gustong gawin. Hindi pa ako tapos eh. So, kailangan ko ng supplement na gagabay sa akin. Yan ang MX3. At my age, I'm so happy talaga na wala pa akong maintenance. That's why nag-i-enjoy pa ako doon sa pag-i-explore ko. Ngayon, nag-i-enjoy ako bilang kusihal. Hindi pa rin ako tumitigil bilang isang director. So, physically, kaya pa. Nowadays, mas marami ako talagang pinipray na thank you. Thank you for making me healthy. Thank you sa food. Thank you sa friendship. Thank you sa mga ngiti. Thank you, MX3. MX3, you make people happy. Solid.
Thank you very much. Nagbabalik ni Cheryl Cosim. Batiin mo nga si Cheryl ng Panggalatok.
Well, hindi ako very fluent eh. Ano ba yung sa Pangasinan na maganda na-caught off hand tuloy ako ng pan eh. Hindi ako talaga
i-research mo na lang.
Kabuasan this morning.
Okay.
Kabuasan this morning eh, gano'n eh. Kasi I'm just starting to practice my Pangasinan dito eh. Pagka nasa labas ako, pinapangasinan ako, sige, pag ninumura ako, sige, sasagot ako.
Doc Glenn, nag-iwan ako ng katanungan sa'yo, ha?
Yes.
Maraming mga tao, nadinig na yung word na antioxidant, etc. Hindi naman nila alam, ginagamit din nila yung word na yon. Sige nga po, as a medical doctor, in simple terms, ipaliwanag niyo po, ano ang antioxidant?
Well, actually, that's a very good question. What's an antioxidant? Pero before I give that direct answer, I need to give everyone listening a good background so you'll know where I'm coming from.
Sige, sir.
Meron tinatawag dito na yung everyone has heard free radical, okay? Free
Mas
radical
mahirap na term yan, ha? Ano yung free radical?
Ang free radical is something that is produced by our body from yung daily metabolism. Para bang kung sabihin natin mga kontrabida sa katawan natin, mga scavengers, mga terrorists sa body natin, isa pa yung toxin, okay? Alam na natin ang toxin, okay?
Yan,
so
alam natin yan.
Etong mga toxins na ito na araw-araw na nangyayari sa katawan natin, kumakalat yan eh. Yun ang gumagawa ng gulo sa katawan natin. Okay. So, ngayon, etong antioxidant nito, ito ang kumukontra doon sa mga toxins na yan eh. Okay? Yung antioxidant na yan. Okay. So, ipaliwanag ko in the terms of, parang sideline, nag-aayos din ako ng mga sasakyan, mga kotse, ganon. Okay? In car maintenance, you need to induce some substances to help your car maintain its function. Okay? just like in the human body, the car, may kalawang yan. Okay? The
yung free
body,
radical yon, yung kalawang ng kotse, kunyari.
Correct. Yeah, that's
Sige,
it. Okay? So yung kalawang ng kotse is just like the free radicals in the human body. Okay? So you need to introduce substances in your body which will take care of the kalawang ng body mo.
Yun.
So yun ang antioxidants. So yung
Kumbaga sa kotse,
antioxidants,
change oil.
Yun.
Yun.
Para sa naiintindihan ng tao, okay?
Sige.
So if you don't change oil in your kotse, parang kakalawangin yun. Para mas madaling masira. And sa human body, if you don't maintain a proper nutrition and exercise and all those things, kakalawangin din ng human body. So these things are necessary, okay? So yung sinasabi ko, yung free radicals are responsible for almost all of the chronic diseases, ganon. So if
Chronic, ha?
Yes,
Isa yung mga, ano ba yung mga chronic na yan, Doc?
Okay.
Bakit ano ibig sabihin ng chronic muna?
A chronic disease is a disease that has been with you, whether you know it or not, for 5 to 10 years. Lalabas lang yan yung symptoms pag matagal na sa iyo, pero ngayon mo lang naramdaman. Ito mga ito. Diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, yung arthritis sa mga yan.
High blood pressure. Taong nagsasabi, Doc, ha? Ay, tinubuan ako ng hypertension 1 week pa lang eh. So hindi pala totoo yun. Kamukha na sabi mo, it has been with you for a while. Naramdaman mo lang, recently lang.
Correct. That's a chronic disease. A chronic disease, whether you know it or not, started 5 years ago or 10 years ago. Okay? You developed it. You don't get the hypertension in one week's time or 1 month
1 week lang,
time.
hindi.
No. Kung sabihin natin you had normal blood pressure for a long time, then all of a sudden you check your blood pressure, tapos biglang mataas. It could be an isolated incident. Nagalit ka.
Na-stress ka.
Stress ka lang, ganon. Yung problems, everything, it develops over 5 to 10 years and it becomes a permanent condition. That's a chronic disease. Ganun yan eh. Okay?
At bunga ito ng free radicals na pumapasok sa ating katawan. O kaya, resulta ng metabolismo natin.
Correct. So
kalaban natin yung free radical na to.
Yes. The free radical will initiate the inflammation. The inflammation. Yes. If
another term na naman yan, Doc. Sige, ano naman ang inflammation?
Inflammation. Kung masampal ka, dito, masampal ka, di namumula yan, di ba?
Namula.
Namamaga ka, nasuntok, namamaga. Yun ang inflammation. Ganon. Inflammation is actually a defensive mechanism of the human body. Normal yan eh. Ganon. Okay. But inflammation should not be left untreated. Ganon. If an inflammatory process is left untreated for a certain number of time, the inflammation progresses. And the end point of inflammation is actually a chronic disease or actually cancer. Ganon yan eh. Okay?
Ano yung mga organs ang pwedeng magka-inflammation, Doc Glenn?
Well, most of the major organs. You can have inflammation in the liver, inflammation in the kidney, inflammation in your brain, inflammation in your lungs. All of the major organs that control the normal processes of your body can have inflammatory processes. Ganun yan. In the male, for example, are the prostate and the male. Benign prostatic hypertrophy starts from inflammation. Okay? So all of these inflammatory processes, when left unattended or untreated, become serious and almost a permanent condition, which is the chronic disease.
Doc, hahatakin lang kita papunta sa baga. Kasi kanina nagpakita ako ng picture tungkol sa mga nagkaka-COVID. Yung bang nagkakaroon ng infection, whether it is COVID or any viral o bacterial infection, is there an inflammation na nangyayari sa kanyang katawan o sa baga niya?
Definitely. Any infectious disease or autoimmune disease will kill the receptor, the H2 receptors are found in the lung. And this H2 receptor is the one that's attacked by the COVID virus, okay? So once the COVID virus attaches to the receptor in the lung, it causes an inflammatory process. And the inflammatory process is what causes the difficulty of breathing. Ganun yan. Okay? So, ito lang.
Wow, ang daming pinaliwanag sa atin ni Dr. Glenn, ha? Magpo-pause lang muna tayo for a few reminders muli, pero at least ire-review ko kayo. Nabanggit niya ang free radical, nabanggit niya ang antioxidant, nabanggit niya ang inflammatory process. Mamaya, tatanungin pa natin po siya ng marami pang katanungan sa iba't ibang mga karamdaman. Huwag po kayong aalis dyan. Doc Glenn, pause lang muna po tayo.
Okay.
I learned in the 60s, she's still energetic. I love the flavor of the coffee. It gives me the boost to finish. Nagiging alert din po ang aking pag-iisip.
In kitchen, you need a lot of stamina. There's a lot of work. And I'm doing it for 35 years already. I found MX3. It's giving me life.
I started 2016. Ginamit ko noon after ng surgery ko sa colon in the Philippines. I feel good kasi medyo na-feel ko naman na bumalik yung strength ko after.
Benefits mas maganda. Nung tinitik ko yan, tapos yung pakiramdam mo, mas maganda. MX3, dito ako believe.
MX3, dito ako believe.
MX3, dito ako believe.
MX3, dito ako believe.
"24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Watch the Word of God Network at Signal TV 153.
Ang Perfect Morning with Cheryl Cosim ay hatid sa inyo ng MX3. Mag-MX3 araw-araw para M-Extraordinary.
Magandang araw po! Ito po si Venus Ra. Ngayong pandemic, serving others is the best. Sa pagtutulungan, patuloy ang ating laban sa buhay. Kaya dapat always healthy with proper diet, exercise, and MX3 Coffee Mix to ignite my day. Lagi akong focused, active, at extraordinary. Because the most important things in life deserve nothing less. MX3 Coffee Mix.
Ako ang natagpuan at tinanggap ko ang bagong buhay. You will seek me and find me when you search me with all your heart. Jeremiah 29:13. I'm Dulce, a diva for Christ. I sing for Jesus Christ. Buhay na buhay ang Panginoon. Accept, celebrate Jesus.
Gumugunita kay Jesus sa araw-araw kasama ang MX3.
Flex mo, Pinoy. Flex mo gawang Pinoy. Likas na husay, natatangi kahanga-hanga. Bawat likha'y hiyas na may angking ganda. Bawat gawa'y may sinisintang pag-asa. Parang local, flex mo, Pinoy.
Exodo, Kabanata 18, versikulo 21. Ngunit pumili ka ng mga taong may kakayahan, may takot sa Diyos, mapagkakatiwalaan, at di masusuhulan. Gawin mo silang tagapangasiwa sa libo-libo, daan-daan, 5-50, at 10-10.
Ang mabuting balita ay hatid sa inyo ng MX3.
I'm Aneta Blanc, proud volunteer of the Philippine Red Cross. Sa buhay ko, mahalaga ang MX3. I've been taking MX3 for more than 7 years already. With the full day I have, especially before the pandemic, midday pa lang, sluggish na ako at inaantok. But ever since I've been taking MX3, I was happy about it. I don't have to take a siesta. In life, we have to choose wisely, make healthy choices, right food, and
I was never really a quitter in anything that I did. The thing is, you really have to put it in your mindset that you will accomplish that goal. You have to have But given that discipline and that grit to keep going and persevere, it's definitely going to go a long way, and it's going to be able to help you accomplish a lot of goals and, of course, win several races later on. And in that process, I still do see MX3 as a partner in all of my future endeavors, especially in the field of fitness. So MX3 is in health. Especially with my case, there's a lot of stress there. And having, to take antioxidants every day, it would really help. It's anti-inflammatory. It's even helpful for my immune system. So that really goes a long way. I'd like to thank MX3 for being my partner in health and fitness.
Maraming salamat po at nagbabalik po tayo sa ating talakayan. I'd like to show you 3 po ang free radicals na sinasabi ni Dr. Glenn. Tingnan ninyo sa kaliwa at 11 o'clock, mula nga sa araw pwede na makasira sa ating balat. Sa bandang 9 o'clock makikita nyo yung pollution. Okay, sa bandang alas 7 makikita ninyo ionizing radiation. Ano ba yun? Yun po yung lagi ka na lang siguro nagpapa-x-ray o ikaw ay natatapat ng malapitan sa iyong telebisyon. Of course, sa bandang alas 5 makikita nyo smoking. And sa alas 3 makikita nyo our own metabolism. And last but not the least, doon po sa bandang 1 o'clock area, ang inflammation ng mga antioxidant. At ang antioxidant na ito ay maaaring mga bitamina, mga mineral na nakukuha natin sa magagandang pagkain. Take note ha, mahuhusay, masustansya at magagandang pagpili ng pagkain. And let us show picture number 7 po. Ito naman ang antioxidant na tumutulong sa ating katawan. Hindi lamang para magbigay ng enerhiya, kundi para labanan ang mga toxins na ito, ang mga sobrang gamot o chemical na ipinapasok natin sa ating katawan na maaaring makasira pa at maging dahilan ng maraming karamdaman. Okay? Let us have Dr. Glenn Soriana muli. Doc Glenn, ito yung bansa natin. Nagkatakot. Supportive, like oxygen. Parang walang masyado akong naririnig, Doc Glenn, na nagre-reseta ng mga ospital ng antioxidant. Bakit nga ba? At ito ba ay tama o mali?
Well, I don't know, pero if I recall, way back in our medical days, medical school, one of the most interesting subjects was public health. Okay. Hindi ko talaga pinapansin yan eh. Pero the relevancy is here, okay? You should actually introduce preventive medicine in the form of antioxidants to prevent disease, okay?
Okay.
Because what happens is, if you yung traditional doctors today, they just prescribe medicine to treat you acute yan.
May lagnat ka.
May lagnat ka, bibigyan ka ng biogesic, gano'n yan. Okay?
Oo.
Pero that's appropriate for acute illnesses eh. Okay? Pero we were taught 20 years ago to preventive medicine eh. And antioxidants is part of preventive medicine, which should be instilled in our public health community. Because if you instill, like I did with my life 20 years ago, I started with antioxidants. That's why in the realm of medicine, okay, I can understand, relate with the traditional doctor. Ang mandate niya is to treat the acute illness eh. O ganun eh. Pero there should be goals.
Ganun ang nangyari, Doc, doon sa mga nagka-COVID eh, di ba? Pag nagka-COVID o nag-positive sila ng COVID sa testing, i-isolate lang sila. Sasabihin, 2 weeks ka dyan, nandyan. Pero, kung lumala ka, dalahin ka sa hospital. Kung hindi ka lumala, sa bahay ka lang. Pero parang wala namang ipinapayo o ibinibigay for prevention para wag umabante yung infeksyon. Hindi po ba?
Correct. Yes. I've noticed that, okay? Pero it's a time, it should be started now with these new generations. The younger generation should
doctors
be taught of preventive medicine. Okay, because if we introduce preventive medicine, we can take care of the next generation, and we won't have the situations that we're having today. If you realize, if you look at the bigger picture, I mean, you look in China, the COVID situations and everything. If you zoom out, look at the big picture. It's not just COVID infections. Diseases are becoming earlier. Before, we used to see diseases in the 50s and 60s. Now, the same diseases you now see with 30 and 40 years of age. Okay? And if you observe what's going on, it's basically the breakdown of the immune systems of the human population. Okay? Our immune systems are very poor these days. So we should actually strengthen the immune system for the future and start now. Okay?
Ayun. I agree with you.
For the alta pressure is the damage caused by free radicals, which started 10 years ago. Okay?
Ayun.
So the alta pressure situation started when these kids were young adults, 20 years of age. Now they become hypertensive when they're 30, and then baldado na rin. So marami ng baldado set of 30 and 40 years. Marami ka nakikita, yung hindi naniniwala yung mga bata, pero you have to teach them early. So para ma-extend natin ng mga yung mga health situations today. Wala itong generation natin na today para bang mahirapan pa tayo. It's going to take maybe 2 more generations before we create an atmosphere of good immune defenses. Ganun yan.
So, it has to start, I think, Dr. Glenn, sa pagtuturo sa mga then later on, pag-memorize ng lahat ng mga sakit. Pero yung ating ng preventive medicine, parang kaunti-kaunti lang ang ating focus doon. Hindi po ba tama yun, Doc?
Tama yun. Well, to be fair, yung bang to understand the current practitioner today, okay, he will not prescribe yung discussion natin. He will prescribe an acute not cure the acute disease. The antioxidant, so it becomes a preventive measure, which should be started in the medical community now. So the public is confused Parang ganun Bakit ko, sabi naman doktor ko, wag inumin yan Well, the reason is, hindi bibisa yan. Hindi kailangan i-explain talaga. Hindi magiging mabisa yung etong herbal medication because you for 1 week, pero you start taking the herbal preparations for long-term treatment. So next year, wala na kayong sakit na ganito at hindi na bumalik. Ganun
Yun ang maganda ron. Napakaganda ng payo nyo, Dr. Glenn. Doc Glenn, dahil na kinapos na po tayo ng oras, hihingi ako sa iyo ng advice. Payuhan mo na yung mga nanonood at nakikinig sa atin, paano nila maiwasan ang karamdaman? Especially now, nagkakatakutan na muli. Yung iba nag-aalala, baka ibalik na naman ang face mask, ang face shield, yung mga plastic barrier sa pagitan. Bakit hindi ang mga antioxidant na ito? Dr. Glenn.
Yes, well, actually, we should remember that the antioxidants we have today, there are so many available, and they're all basically good. But the product is not the cure. The cure is now. Do it every day. And for the next 3 months to 1 year, maybe next year you won't have to take the acute medication or you won't have to visit your doctor frequently. So yung sinasabi ko na if you want to stay away from yung protective mechanisms like the mask and distance, all you have to do is boost your immune system. Because when you boost your immune system, if you're exposed to the dangerous infectious diseases, your body will develop the immunity and you don't need to protect yourself anymore because your body will take care of that. Ganon yan.
Napakaganda. Dr. Glenn, paano ka ba nila mahahanap? Kung sakali marami ang gusto magpakonsulta sa iyo.
Well, yeah, if you want to talk to me about all these things, you can just call me on my number with 0916
674
672-6056. Okay?
Okay, ulit nga, Doc. 0916
0916-672-6056.
6056.
Yes,
Maraming salamat
okay.
po, Dr. Glenn Soriano.
Okay.
Saludo ako sa inyo sa uri
Thank
ng
you
pagka-doktor
po.
ko ninyo. Hail
Thank you
GB!
for having me. Hail GBE.
Maraming salamat po. Magpo-pause lang po tayo for a few reminders muli at sasagutin ano mananalo. Yung 5 pa na mapapadalhan ng produkto ng
to start the business together with our. We want to do